Welcome, everybody. I hope that you will see that I'm here live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'll give it a few minutes, see if you see that I'm here live. Welcome, Ecliptic Spiritualist family. Haven't been on live for a minute. Been taking a bit of a social media break, but I just wanted to see if y'all would know that I was here. Hey there, Sean. Welcome, welcome. Hey, thank you. Peace to you. Welcome. Come on in the room. Nice pop up to see, just checking in with everybody. Been having a bit of a, you welcome, bit of a social media break. Glad to see y'all, and let's see if everybody will know that I'm here. If you're in the room and you see this is a pop-up live, go on and hit the like so others will know that we're here, and in the chat there. So if you hear a little person barking, then that you will hear that is my new puppy. Okay, so hey there, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome. So come on in the room. Just wanted to, hey Tarek, I'm glad. I just wanted to come in and say hey to everybody. If I get up, I might get up to go get the new pup because he might be barking. I'm at home and he's at the door. So if you hear them, yes, ready, ready, ready. So welcome. I may have to get up and get him. So if y'all hearing all this noise in the back, however, don't worry about it. So welcome everybody. I just wanted to say hello and give a quick jump in here to let you know that I'm still here. I hope that you, each and every one of you, see this live. That you, as you can hear, it's true live here late, 9:30 here on Eastern Standard Time. Hit the likes as you enter the room. Make sure that you are signed up to the website. Okay, if you sign up to the website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. That's where you'll find me. That's where you'll find me. And you'll find me also on our North Node community located on Patreon. If you haven't joined Patreon, I'm still very active there with the family North Node that's there and so much more. Those that will catch the replay in this, um, you know, if you like, you can also make sure that you're signed up on the website as well. So welcome. I don't know if you're familiar with me. I'm going to get myself reacquainted to you. I'm the Ecliptic Spiritualist. I offer personalized readings, spiritual consultations, um, a lot of Reiki to courses. I do teach courses. We've been taking a break since May, and mainly readings to help many. And I am a medium. Okay, and I do connect very highly. So those that are here, you know, if you don't know, there's a lot of energy. I'm showing you. I'm going to pull from my ancestor deck. Woo, we got some jumpers. Um, we have a lot of energy that's going on right now. So if you catch this live or not, I'm going to do a reading for you. So we've got a lot of energy going through us with our solar system, which is a lot of retrograded planets with Neptune in retro, Venus coming up in retro, Saturn in retro. I mean, Venus in retro, the whole gang. And we've got uh, quite a Pluto in retrograde still, and so much more going on that affects our flow or affects us, whether if you know that or not. You're welcome. So lots of times I talk in a reference to in the channel here that's related to astrology. Okay, yes, there's a lot going on, and so I found that for me, I work with astrology, and it truly does affect a lot of areas in my life. And I'm quite sure if you're not familiar or familiar, you'll find out that the planets, which is astrology, is a science base, not a spiritual base, just to make you aware of that astrology is science based, not spiritual based. Okay, so it's based off of science, solar systems, and more. But also, it affects us as earth beings, and it affects us as in your birth chart as well. So if you're familiar with, hey Michael, if you're familiar with your birth chart, take a look and see where the planets are falling in your third house and different things like that, and your 12th house as well. Okay, because you'll see some retrogrades falling in those areas. You may not even have anything in that birth chart, so it may not be effective. But keep in mind that the birth chart is compressed of very important information as earthlings being here and part of our personality as a science. Okay, so as you come into the room, be so kind, hit the likes to let other people know that we're in the room. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards to share what Spirit wants to share with those that are here and those that will be in the replay. Okay, also make sure that you're on Patreon, that you will find me. Join our website. I don't know my exact time of birth. Okay, you don't have, you want to know your exact time of birth, but if you don't so happen to know the exact time of birth, if you were born through a midwife or at a hospital, they will be able to track that time. Another thing is also trackable through your bones as well. Some practitioners can do that. What I have found that we just tend to, a couple of the students that didn't know their time of birth, we just pretty much meditated and prayed and basically prayer meditation, and it's come through quite a few of the practitioners, and it gave them the exact same time in which they were born without knowing it on the birth certificate. Okay, so if you were born at the hospital, they will have it logged there. Okay, they will have it logged there. All right, so good for you. Hey there, Jordan. Hi. So I'm going to pull a few cards and see what Spirit. Welcome to Cancer season as well. I don't know about you, but I had a Cancer moment today. I was like, this has got to be Cancer season. I was emotional out of nowhere. And so just know we're in Cancer season. Cancer season is not, in my opinion, for me, let me know in the comments, it's not as very potent. You're welcome, potent for me and emotional as in Pisces, but Cancer does energy bring out emotions because of the water aspect of Cancer. So some people, it depends. Same to you. Yeah. Well, I had a Cancer moment today. I was like, what? Okay. So, know that. And then, every season, sun season has its awesomeness or, balances. And making sure that each and every one of us are taking breaks if you are in the northern hemisphere in summer, and if you're in the southern hemisphere in your season, still take breaks. Okay, so hey Raven. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't feel like it's that my electrons have, yeah, your electrons has been crazy. Yeah. It's been kind of slow, like your phone and different things like that been kind of triggering as well. And we do have a heavy weather pattern right now of 4 tropical waves that are coming through from Africa and different other parts of the earth that will bring in heavy loads of water waves that are coming through. Yeah. And oh yeah, we're not in Mercury retrograde, thank God. We're not in Mercury retrograde. That happened in May. Thank God that's over with. Okay, but everybody's affected by Mercury different. I was heavily affected. But we have tropical waves that are very potent with our water systems right now. So pay attention to that. That's astrology as well with the earth and the plates in the earth that shifts, and also Neptune does have an influence on the water, and Neptune is in retrograde, so it will revisit water currents and tropical waves and different things. So don't count it odd or strange if there's different, this is hurricane season. Every year is hurricane season throughout the tropics, but then there's extra seasonal things that happen when the systems are very active, which the 4 tropical wave systems are occurring right now. So we hear a lot of water issues going on, different types of storms that may occur. Hit the likes, please. Then you will know those are the 4 tropical systems that are happening, and pay attention to that. You can actually look at, Acro weather and weather channels to see those tropical waves that are influence through Neptune in retrograde. Okay, so you will see that. All right, so those that are in the Caribbean that follow here, pay attention to that, and that's just in the U.S. and all around. We'll see different water systems that will come through. Okay, so welcome to Cancer season. What do you have to say? Let's see what the spirit has to say to those that's here in the live and those that are in that will hear the replay. What do you have to say to them? There's some that you will have a lot of energy that is going. I'm using my mediums of energy. A lot of energy that is floating around you. You might be seeing like visions out the side, maybe seeing moving. Some of you are seeing movement out of your eye, and then some of you are seeing quick movements on the outside of your eye. And those are real images that you are in tuned in to see through your spiritual awakening or your spiritual eyes. So if you're seeing quick visions or quick movement on the side of your eye, those are real images that you are catching glimpses of energy that moves very swiftly. Don't be afraid of that. That is just your open eye to see what is occurring, okay, in the speed of your awakening. All right, so that's for someone that's here. Okay, so if you're seeing those images on the sides of your eyes, hit the likes, those that are in the room. If you're seeing quick images like on the side of your eye, you are seeing those because you are spiritually awake. Don't be afraid of that. Just pay attention to that. Some of you are inquiring, having inquisitiveness about the blue man. There's the blue man that you're seeing that show up. There's a blue man, an angelic blue man that comes in the night and that you see this energy that sits on your bed. Okay, and that blue energy is an angelic energy that watches over you. Okay, so don't shoo it away or ask to move away. That is part of your guided system. Okay, so keep in mind that's one of your guides. That's part of your system that helps you. Okay, don't shoo the blue man away. He's there to protect you. That's the energy that is there. Some of you work with Archangel Michael. That protects you throughout the day and throughout the night as well. Some of you do need to call in Archangel Michael to protect you to and from your destination. Some of you need to work with Archangel Michael. Some of you don't work with your angels. You ignore your angels. You don't speak to your ancestors, and you call yourself spiritual. You must work with your angels, your spirit guides, that some of you are called to do, to work with your ancestors. Some of you are lazy and you're not working with your guides. You must pull your energy to not be lazy daisy and work with your guides. Commit to your spiritual work and commit to your spiritual guides so that way you're on point and you're getting the intuition that you need to flow through to help yourself. Some of you need to get rid of the partner that you keep hanging on to. There's a person that's here that's hanging on to a partner. They're not into you, okay? They're not into you. Let the partner go, okay? This Venus retrograde is showing you parts of that individual, so you need to just let them go. Stop holding on. You don't need to hold on because you're blocking yourself from knowing more of yourself and then allowing the future self connection to blossom for the new partner that is want to come into your life, but you're blocking that with the stagnant person that is there. Okay, so that's the medium channel. Okay, make sure that you release that person. Okay, some of you need to work with Archangel Gabriel and your ancestors. There's an ancestor that taps you on your shoulder. This is for those that know what this is. They tap you on your shoulder a lot and you feel it, but you kind of ignore it or you feel scared about it. And that's a long-term ancestor. That's a ancestor that's very old, that's been protecting you your whole entire life. Okay, they passed some years ago, but they're the matriarch of your lineage of your guardian angel. Some of you are called to be shamans that are here and you're ignoring the call. Okay. And so ignoring the call to be a shaman, part of your intuitiveness, will cause you to have setbacks because you're being disrespectful and dishonest with yourself. We're moving into your spiritual path. Okay, so that is the mediumship portion that is coming through. So I'm going to pull a card, see what Spirit has to say for each and every one. This may or may not resonate with you. That's okay. Take that with you. What will help you? Okay. Some of you have a lot on your plate that you're working with. You have a lot of things on your list, a lot to do. But some of the things you've picked up along the way and you don't actually need it. This is the one that is the most important aspect that you need to be working with. The other things that are here are not as prevalent. So you need to move the first one first. Okay? That is what you need to be focusing on during this time. And then the rest of them, put them to the side because they're not as important. So it's making it very heavy for you to move forward. You also need to get realignment with focusing on family and focusing on celebration, focusing on the small wins that you have on a daily basis, but you haven't. You've been looking at a bigger picture, and you've also been blocking yourself in the area of your relationships because your relationships, you're projecting where, okay, everybody it's like everybody's important but not important, you know, and those that are important, you've pushed them away. You've pushed them away, and they really mean you well. They mean you well. And so there is this past energy of feeling very, very needing healing. I'm also feeling that there's been a lot of sorrow, and this is sorrow from not being recognized. There's a person that's in your past that has an influence on where you are today, but it helps support the hurt, okay? And helping support hurt and not moving into your leadership doesn't make sense for your timing right now. And so past hurt and healing is something that you carrying, but to move forward in your life, you have to just focus. You can't stay focused on the past hurt. Past hurt is under the bridge, is water under the bridge, especially if you're working on past hurt. Now, if you're not working on a past hurt, then it's not water and bridge and it's keeping to be very prevalent and it's part of your soul. But if you're moving forward, then you're focused on your future, okay, and know what's most important in your current season for right now. All right. Looking into your future is where you need to be. Setting your sights on what is your future? What is it? And to look out far to prove it to you, to prove it to you. Okay? So that's all I have to say. That's what I wanted to share. I hope that you enjoyed the medium connection and enjoyed this brief reading for you. Keep in mind that I do offer personalized readings that will save your life and encourage your life and give you answers in love, court cases, career, money, so much more. Offer spiritual work, which is conjure work, spiritual consultations. We connect on Patreon again there. So if you would like to join me on Patreon, it's a $5 tier. I do put potent and prioritize information that will help serve your spiritual balance and help you, and you have a connection. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here and spending time with me the whole time. as I share what Spirit wanted to share with us. So I love you for taking time to watch today, and I'll see you later.